G'day travellers and welcome to our channel. So we've pulled up stumps from our hometown of South Australia and we'll be doing a trip around this beautiful place we call home. My name is Paul and my beautiful wife Danielle, including our daughter Michaela, her partner Hayden, our three grandkids Lucas, Crystal and Jasmine. So escape the ordinary as we travel around this beautiful place we call home. G'day travellers and welcome back. It's been a hot minute since we've done our last video. A lot happened in that time. We've done a 2,500k trip in about 4 days back to South Australia. We camped up at my parents' place and my nana's. So yeah, we did that for a little while we were sorting a few things out. So I'll show you some of the videos that we did while we were travelling across the Nullarbor back to South Australia. It cost us about just over $1,000 in fuel to come back across. So it was quite a costly experience, but it was quite worth it in the long run. So once we come across, we free camped all the way across. We got back to South Australia and we made a bit of a snap decision to change our caravan. So we decided the other one was a little bit too small for us and we wanted something a bit bigger. So we just went out and after a bit of researching and a bit of soul searching as well as to what we wanted, we ended up deciding on Bailey Path range finder. It's a 22 foot. It's a beautiful caravan. It's a 2015 model. We're going to do some work to it in regards to solar and lithiums and that, but other than that, it's a brilliant van. Nice and light on towing as well. It still comes in under 2.5 tonne. Tandem axle, so it'll be brilliant for towing as well. So we look forward to doing that. I'll show you some videos of when we were travelling along as well, coming up shortly.
G'day travellers, so we've just come down the Great Eastern Highway from Perth heading towards South Australia. We stayed at Madura free campsite last night. It's nice and quiet, although we come off the main highway. It does go back a little bit, so it was very quiet. And here's the lookout just for you to see. Quite stunning, all the vast array of the land out here. And I'm going to sign off for now, and we're going to keep travelling along the Great Eastern Highway and see what we can get up to. We've just stopped at Euclid for some petrol and just a little play on the playground. Crystal wants to show you all her going down the old slide. God, this brings back memories of when I was a child, playing in 40-degree heat and burning my back of my legs. Yay, almost fell on your bum. I'm sure it brings back memories for a lot of others too.
Watch again because I'm going to do a proper one.
Okay. Watch yourself at the bottom.
Ready? They should like have rails.
Yeah. Yay, there you go. Oh, the seahorse here. Wow. And you've got an old seesaw. That's pretty cool. And petrol cost me $2.29 here, so it's to be expected. Haven't come across the $3 mark, which everybody's been telling me, so that's good. But still a little bit expensive, but All good. That's what you expect when you're travelling across the Nullarbor and whatnot.
Keep holding it.
It's recording. Hi travellers, so we've just stopped at the border and just wanted to quickly show you the good old Vegemite and the kangaroo, and again another sign just showing you all the places and how many k's it is to get to them. So we're not going to stop here for any food or petrol because we've just done that at Eucla. Food, we're going to stop at the old border house, I think it's called, Nullarbor border house. Daughter and the granddaughter's in the good old Maui camper van. So we've hired this for 14 days and enjoyed it. Almost enjoying it as much as what we do a caravan, because it's just so easy to turn around when we want to go and explore things. And just hop in the back when we want just to get something to eat. No, I've enjoyed it very much. I'm seriously considering maybe changing up the caravan for a camper van like this. We'll see what happens. So we've stopped at the Great Australian Bight just to have a look. First bit of beach we've seen as we're driving along the Great Eastern Highway heading towards SA. That's the Great Australian Bight, and we should be able to see a little bit more of this as we're travelling along the Great Eastern Highway. We've reached the Nullarbor Roadhouse, coming back from Perth, heading to SA. Just going to stop here, refuel, get a bit of food. So here it is. And our little Maui doing a good job coming across the Great Eastern Highway from Perth. And I'll keep you up to date where we're camping next. We've stopped into the Pildappa Rocks. There is a campground here too. It's $20 a night. It's got toilets there. I'm not sure what it looks like, but we've just had some other caravanners telling us it was a pretty good night, so probably worth a try. And the Pildappa Rock. Unfortunately we missed the sunrise, but still looks nice. Little selfie of me in the shadow.
So we've officially done it. Jasmine has managed to survive halfway across Australia with me. We've driven from WA and we're now in Kimber in South Australia. And Lucas has come along for a bit of a drive. So now we're halfway across Australia at the Big Galah. A good time travelling across from Perth to South Australia. We free camped for 3 of the nights out of the 4 days travelling. The first night we stayed at the Southern Cross. While it's a nice little spot to stay at, I wouldn't suggest pulling into it as late as we did. It was about 10 o'clock or so that we pulled in. We tried to see the Wave Rock, which we didn't quite get there till after dark. So we travelled on further, trying to go down from Hayden to Norseman, which I highly suggest you don't try to do that, especially during nighttime hours, because it's all a dirt road all the way across. Now it would have shaved a lot of time off the trip, but unfortunately, yeah, because it was dirt road, we had to turn around and head up to Southern Cross. So it did add a lot of time on, and it was very bumpy and yeah, a lot of dirt roads and that going all the way up there. So once you get back onto the Eastern Freeway, we headed down to Madra Lookout from there. That was a nice quiet spot just off the highway. Danielle did a nice video of that. It was a nice big open area, plenty of spots for you to pull up and that for the night. After travelling along there, our next stop was in South Australia at a little place called Minapa. It was just on a gravel spot just there. So we camped up there for the night. It was a bit more noisier there. It was just literally just off the highway, so we did have a few road trains coming through. There was a bit of trees buffering us, but we managed to get a good night's sleep there. From there we travelled on to our final destination, heading down to Elizabeth. So we stayed there till we managed to get this caravan we've got now. So we'll show you around that once we've got it all set up properly. Just showed you the outside at the start of this video. So it was quite a good trip coming across from Perth, WA to South Australia. It was a bit different experience doing it individually in a motorhome and in the car and the caravan. I only did that due to the fact we didn't have enough seats in the Ranger to come across. So Danielle and a couple of the kids jumped into the motorhome, which is 4-berth. And then I come across with Jasmine and then swapping in another kid while we're travelling across. So it was quite a different experience. It's the first time I've actually done a lot of driving with a caravan. So yeah, did the whole 2,500 k's on my own, which is a highlight for me because yeah, I don't drive that much anymore. So while we've got a few minutes to spare, I'll sort of run through our vehicle. So we've got a 2017 Ford Ranger XLT model. It's had a lot of work done to it previously by the previous owner. It's got a long range fuel tank, so that's gone up to 140 litres, I believe it is, inside the vehicle. So that gives us a real easy method to be able to drive the longer distances, which definitely helped over going of Nullarbor. We just upgraded to the new rims not long ago while we were in South Australia. So they're CSA, they're a GVM upgraded mag. So rather than a standard mag, they carry 1,500 kilos per tyre. Unfortunately, we lost one of the weather shields while we're travelling across. We have to get that replaced sometime. We've got the tow mirrors, so they'll just pull out and then pull out again. So that way they're a nice and easy compact design, so when we're not using them we can just push them in and sorts of that self out that way. Under the bonnet we've got the pre-filter for the diesel. We've upgraded to a K&N air filter, so we just need to bash that out, give it a good clean off, wash it, and it's ready to go again. We also have a catch can installed, so that way it's going to clean out the oil as we're going. We drain that every 5,000 k's. Recently we had the trans cooler fitted. It just gives longevity to the actual trans. There's a bit of an issue with the transes in the Rangers when they're towing full time, so we've done that to try to help cool down that. ARB bull bar, and also underneath here is our winch. So it's very useful when we do crossings if we need to, towing wise. We pull ourselves out. Got the Safari snorkel. Got a GME antenna. We've gone for the bonnet mount, just simply because I don't like the antenna going up over the bonnet in the view of either the driver or the passenger. So you opted for the side mount on the bonnet. That you can order on eBay. We've got the GME XRS 370 series. It's basically the top of the line XRS GME UHF you can get. We've wired that directly into the battery. It runs off the secondary battery, which is behind the seat. It's a slimline one, so that way it can be running all the time, even when the car's off. We've got the throttle controller. Pros and cons. People like them, people don't like them. We find it gives a lot more effortless, smooth transition when you're accelerating. It allows us just to be able to give that bit more power instantly rather than that lag that you sometimes get. All our lights we've run through switch panel on our roof. So we've got our standard ruse lights, we've got a rear spotlight, and we've got a left and right side lights, which are just up here on the ARB roof platform. We've got one on that side, one on the other side, and then we've got spotlight on the rear. It helps when we're reversing up to the caravan, especially in dark. Just lights up the area a lot better. We have a solar panel on the roof as well, which runs into the secondary battery. So while it's daylight, it's fully charging all the time. Suspension upgrade, we've got a GVM upgrade from Old Man Emu. So that's the shockers, rear coil, those springs I should say, front and rear shockers. So going around to the back, we've got our drawer system, which is really useful. Full length drawer, goes all the way back to the back of the car, back of the tub. So there's plenty of storage in there. Usually just keep all my junk and tools in there. We've shown before the June fridge, which is really excellent buy. It keeps all our drinks nice and cold, always accessible when we're on the travels. We can throw our lunch and that in there as well. Now we've set up a fire extinguisher in the back here as well. We have our little gauge here telling us what we're actually running. At the moment it's 12.5, so it's decent charge coming in. Best when we're running, got the car started, is about 14 amps going into the battery, secondary one, so that's pretty useful. I will be running a Starlink eventually off this secondary battery, and it'll be roof mounted on the platform. So going forward we'll be able to do that. I've just got to go pick that up from South Australia, which is coming up in a later episode when we head across there. Overall, while we were hoping to get our Pajero Sport to be able to tow, it was just too light in the rear end. So that's why we opted to change over to the Ford Ranger. It's a lot more heavier, a lot more solid on the road, and we haven't had an issue with it, especially with the all the features the Ford Rangers have for towing compared to the Pajero Sport. It was just a lot better option going forward. Now eventually we're going to change our hitch. It's a little bit too high still at the moment, but we will have to drop that down, but for now it's doing a good job. So overall the Ford Ranger is definitely a brilliant tow vehicle, and for bang for your buck, I think you know, it's up there with the Toyota Hiluxes and that. So definitely a nice solid vehicle and gets us around A to B. It does feel a bit more like a truck when you're driving it, especially with all the upgrades we've had done to it, but definitely is a brilliant vehicle for driving around. So if you are in the market for a vehicle that you don't want to spend a huge amount of money, but you want something that's going to be able to tow all the time, Ford Rangers are still definitely the way to go, even the older ones. So like I said, this is a 2017 model, but yeah, definitely still a brilliant vehicle to drive with. So showing up on top of the vehicle, we've got our solar panel that we're fully installed here. Got our recovery gear up here, got a shovel. All this is all Rhino rack fitting brackets. You're best getting, what we found is a Zwift lock style lock. It's a little tiny plastic thing that just slides in here. You screw it down and it self-locks itself in there. It's nice and solid, doesn't move. This fishing rod has stayed up here the whole time, hasn't moved a bit, same as the shovel, and everything else is up here. The awning that we've got is our old Darchie one, which we've had for many years now, but it still does the job. Excellent little awning, pulls out. You can actually get a tent piece that goes on the side of it. But other than that, that's our tow vehicle. Yeah, we absolutely love the vehicle. So we got the Starlink finally fitted. So as I've shown in a previous video, the adaptation that you can put in to run it off a 12 volt that steps it up to 30 volt. So then we've gone ahead and got the brackets that I got sent out through eBay. So a little bracket that basically connects on each side of the Starlink, and there's one in the middle, keeps it nice and secure. That runs 24/7 now, and the secondary battery is charged by our solar panel. So going forward, we've got Starlink always available with us, and doesn't need any prior setting up because it's fully going all the time. The other thing we did do once we got back to South Australia with the new van, it's got a lot more of a drop down hitch. So that's got the weight distribution bars that'll be going on it. Just give us a little bit more stability when towing. So one thing we will say is this is our lounge and the kids' bed. It's a lot bigger, a lot more roomier than what it was in the old caravan. We've got a 3-way fridge, gas, electric and 12 volt. So we kept the jockey off the other caravan. We've installed it into this one as well. This makes it a lot more easier. I'll just be able to put the drill onto that one and wind it up and wind it down. A lot more simpler to use. Nice big front window on these caravans. Nicely protected by a car bra, or caravan bra I should say, which just protects it from any stone chips and that travelling along. The water tanks on these are 105 litres. There's 2 of them underneath here, so that gives us a lot more water than what we previously had. We're still going to use the portable grey water tank for the time being. We haven't seen much of a point to worry about racing out to get that fitted underneath the caravan at the moment. So we'll sign off from this episode today and escape the ordinary next week as we start to plan our next big adventure.